time to the resolution of other local radars and technology that can pinpoint right down to your street.
First just got faster. Live from Augusta, we're watching News 1226 at 11.
And good evening, I'm Courtney Hicks. Welcome in. We appreciate you joining us tonight. A very wet evening, a little earlier for most of us in the CSRA. We bring in First Alert meteorologist Emily Acton, and we try to take a dinner break, and then things got a little topsy-turvy. We saw the lightning and then that torrential, if you will, downpour. I went outside for a few seconds in between our newscasts, and I feel like it's only cooled down just because the sun is not out.
Yeah.
But the rain really didn't cool things down, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it just adds to the moisture in the atmosphere. There's a lot of humidity going on, so it really just doesn't feel much more comfortable after those afternoon showers that we will see throughout the rest of the summer. Again, off and on tomorrow. Going to be a beautiful day for us, but a hot day. We'll already be in the lower 80s by 10 a.m., reaching the lower 90s for us, but we are going to feel like those triple digits. So another very warm day for us. Today we hit 92 in Augusta, but felt like 101. So again, tomorrow we're anticipating feeling like 103 in the afternoon, 105 by Friday, but it is going to be a very hot stretch for us. And I mean, we're getting into summer. Summer officially starts on Friday, so this is going to become the trend, but we haven't seen temperatures this hot so far this year, so this is just kind of welcoming us into summer right on time.
All right, well, I'll pass on all
No say.
Okay, thank you, Emily. More than half of Aiken City Council seats are up for election in November. Districts 2, 4, 5, and 6 will be on the ballot for those in the city of Aiken. One local group is working to educate you ahead of these important local elections. With that, we bring in your Kennedy Payne. She's here in the studio tonight, and she has more on how Aiken 25 is getting you ready. Kennedy?
Well, the candidate filing is just weeks away, starting on July 7th. Aiken 2025 says they aren't focusing on party, but rather principles, and they say their main goal is making sure voters are ready to make informed decisions. In a race where every vote matters, Aiken 2025 says they're making sure every voter is paying attention.
About 20 of us got together and want to put energy and focus around the city council seats that are opening up this fall. There are 4 of them, so it's a great opportunity to change the tenor of the council.
They're looking to mentor people who want to run.
We have folks that will guide candidates through the process. It's a nonpartisan group. It's just these are the steps that you need to take, and then we want to encourage citizens to get out and vote and be educated about who they're voting for.
Some have already answered the call. Kent Cubbage is running for District 5 and says now is the time to reconnect City Hall with the public.
We feel disconnected from our own city government, and we're city taxpayers. So I think now is the perfect time to effect some positive change on city council, be able to build coalitions, listen to the citizens, and work together.
Cubbage says his focus is transparency, the citizens, and support for public safety. He also served 5 years on the Aiken Planning Commission.
Planning Commission is just one small step below city council. On those 5 years, I worked directly with city councilmen and city council women. I got to know how things work. I understand the processes.
Peter Messina is running for the District 4 seat.
I don't think the city council has a handle on what the impacts will be on the growth. I'm on the city planning commission right now and see firsthand that the applications coming before us are fast and furious. The number of homes we've approved in the last 6 months is over 1,000 homes.
He also has a background in city engineering.
They've not done a major traffic study. They've never done a major build-out analysis to see where this is growing. And that's something I did in my prior town. You always knew what was going to happen where you needed the water, where you needed sewer.
And for Aiken 2025, change starts in the council chambers.
We want people on the council who will stand up and do what's right. We're looking for new, fresh candidates that maybe wouldn't have thought to run before to come in and really make a difference in the city of Aiken.
And new tonight, I learned of another candidate running for the District 4 Aiken City Council seat. Jacob Ellis is here behind me with the other two candidates, Dr. Kent Cubbage, who's running for District 5, and Peter Messina, running for District 4. Ellis says he would bring a unique aspect to the council and is a voice for younger generations. We heard more from him about his focus for his campaign.
I would want to focus on lessening the growth and development on Whiskey Road because we are exploding in that area, and we've already promised developers the land on the Powder House Connector Road, which was originally supposed to be to alleviate traffic. I would like to see us focus more on some of the east and northern parts of Aiken because people are driving to the south side because everything's over there. There's no reason we couldn't drive to the east or north sides for things as well. It'd bring growth, jobs, and development, which Aiken needs to survive.
And candidate filing ends July 14th. Primaries are held in August and elections are actually in November. If you'd like to learn more about those already on council or those running, we have more information on our website at wrdw.com and also on our app.
All right, good information tonight, Kennedy. I know November might seem eons away, but the way these days are moving, we're already pretty much at the end of June. It'll be here before we know it. That's good stuff to know. Thank you so much for this tonight. We appreciate you. New developments in the push to repair the old Vaucluse Road overpass after it was destroyed by a fire early Saturday morning. Today, Governor McMaster signed an executive order to expedite the work and allow the state to apply for federal funding to help with immediate actions to replace the bridge. This project is projected to take 9 months to a year to complete. And new tonight, we are taking a live look at the latest results of the Public Service Commissioner special election. The race determines November's ballot for 2 seats on a hugely influential position there for the 5-member Public Service Commission that decides the electric and gas rates, including Georgia Power, along with regulating Georgia's utilities and infrastructure. We'll keep you posted on those results. South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson is expected to officially launch his campaign for governor on Monday. Official filings for the 2026 elections don't open until March. Others expected to run are State Representative Nancy Mace and Lieutenant Governor Pamela Yvette. Wilson is the son of Congressman Joe Wilson, who represents parts of Aiken and Barnwell counties. Today marks 10 years since South Carolina has not passed a state hate crimes law. Some lawmakers continue to push for it, while others say a state law is not needed because there is a federal law. Back here at home, news tonight out of Augusta Commission as longtime District 4 Commissioner Alvin Mason announced his resignation effective immediately. Take a listen.
So, Madam Clerk, effective immediately, I am resigning from this commission, and it's someone else's job to take it from here. I've done all that I can do.
Mason, who is an Army veteran, served in commission since 2008, representing the South Augusta District. He was elected to represent District 4 after 2 terms when previous District 4 Commissioner Sammy Sias was suspended. Now, Mason temporarily stepped down about a year ago because of health issues. Mason says he is grateful for the opportunity to serve the community.
My biggest accomplishment is representing the same way from day 1 in January 2008 till June 17th, 2025. I'm still standing. I don't let anything change me, who I am. And now it's time to take care of me like I've tried to take care of this community. And that's where I'm at today. So again, all I can say is thank you.
And the Richmond County Board of Elections chief says a special election could be held to replace Mason's seat, but a date has not been set or even discussed as his resignation was unexpected. Ahead of Juneteenth, to be celebrated this Thursday, a community cleanup organized by the nonprofit Band of Brothers took place today. Volunteers helped clean up Golden Camp Road near Hillcrest Baptist Church this morning. We heard from the president of Band of Brothers about the intention behind the cleanup effort, along with how Juneteenth should be celebrated.
Honestly, it's not even going to be about being seen. It's just about doing. A lot of people talk about what needs to be done and who should be doing it, and when we can just get up and go do it. Short and simple, this is our 4th of July. This is the day we need to celebrate. If you don't do anything else, you just come out to the festival. You just go to the friend's house, backyard barbecue. Whatever you want to do for Juneteenth, that's what you do.
Alrighty, and we have a list of Juneteenth events on Wrdw.com and the News 12 app. And the community came out to enjoy a concert in Augusta tonight as a part of the 71st annual Evening in Appleby Garden Concert Series. Take a listen. And Emily, if I remember hearing correctly, it'll still be a little steamy.
Yeah,
right around that time.
It will be. It is going to be hot for the foreseeable future. Summer officially starts on Friday, but I'll have a look at your first full week of summer forecast coming up.
At Parker's Kitchen, we go big, like our huge, crunchy, juicy, never frozen chicken tenders with an extra large serving of Parker's signature sauce at Parker's Kitchen.
It's a great way to start your day with us. I'm Cliff Bennett.
And I'm Mary Klingler on Morning Mix.
Each day, we'll start you off by looking at the latest events.
And talking to the great people that make the CSRA the place to be.
Morning Mix, weekday mornings on News 12 and 26. Gerald Jones Hondo.
Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Emily Acton.
Well, overnight tonight, we're going to slowly but surely cool off. We'll see those average overnight lows in the lower to middle 70s. So a very warm start to your Wednesday, and we're going to warm up quickly from there. We're not seeing much more rainfall in the forecast, at least over the next 24 hours. Those heavy showers and thunderstorms have officially moved out. I think we're really going to be mostly dry tonight. If we do see any rainfall, not going to anticipate any thunderstorms along with it. So again, that heavy rain has moved out of our area, and it is going to stay that way for at least the next 24 hours. Like I said, starting off tomorrow, clear, maybe a few clouds out there. And I mean, there is always going to be that understood 10-20% chance of showers any summer afternoon. But again, we're really not anticipating seeing any measurable rainfall as we go throughout the day tomorrow. Overnight, looking mostly dry for us as well. But Thursday, that's going to be our next best chance of some measurable rainfall for us. We're going to see a line of showers and thunderstorms start to approach the area late afternoon, early evening, and that'll continue to push eastward. So just know if you have any outdoor plans Thursday, there is that chance that we will see an afternoon shower or thunderstorm, but you can count on it being very hot for the next 7 days. Here's a look at the heat index value for the next 5. We'll see 105 come Friday, 103 for your Sunday. So just a very hot stretch for us over the next 7 days. But here's a look at those rain chances again. Tomorrow, we are going to be mostly dry. Juneteenth is Thursday, and that's going to be our best chance for some measurable rainfall. So if you have any outdoor activities, there's lots of parades, things like that going on, make sure that you have that rain gear with you, especially for the second half of the day. I think if things are planned out before 1-2 p.m., should be good, but after that, that's when that rain chance is really going to start to kick up. Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday, those rain chances are very, very small, but again, during the summer months, it's kind of that understood 10-20% chance there. But hey, check out next Tuesday, 97, and we're going to be in the lower to middle 90s for the rest of the work week and into the weekend, but we're going to feel 10 degrees warmer than that, so I can only imagine what next Tuesday will be, Courtney.
Say it ain't so. Thank you so much, Emily. New tonight, we have a safety alert for Edgefield County. The Duke Energy Foundation has awarded $15,000 to support the installation of a digital emergency message board. This is going to be near the Edgefield Fire Department. They're going to have a backup generator just in case a loss of power ever happens. Now, the billboard is expected to be installed this year. We're heading to break, but before we do that, how about a look at Cincinnati, Alyssa Lyons' hometown? That's our sports director. And of course, a look at your winning lottery numbers. Good luck to you. We'll see you back here in just a few minutes. Stay with us.
This year, don't settle for less than a Honda. Visit your Augusta Aiken Honda dealer. With over 200 million.
Coming your way in sports, the Vaughn Taylor Championship returns to Bartram Trail. Local golfers are up against some of the best in the country. We will take you there next. Stay with us.
When it matters most, George C. Gentry Lawyers delivers results.
I was rear-ended by a drunk driver. They got me $1.5 million.
Go with the name you know and trust.
Get your safe law firm on the line. Call 999-999.
The summer break sales event is
999.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group. On your sideline, sponsored by Chandler Law Firm.
We've been here before. Let the 54-hole stroke play begin. The Vaughn Taylor Championship is off and running at Bartram Trail. 51 boys, 27 girls from across the country competing this year. Round one done, two on deck. And a handful of local names in the mix too, from Evans to Swainsboro. 8 athletes are all competing to be the next champion. Sarah Martin from Evans put together a 368 round, sticking her in a two-way tie for 4th. Martin is just 2 shots behind the leader heading into the second round. On the boys' side, Walker Gant from Greenbrier is the solo leader. Gant had 4 birdies on the back 9 to move to 6 under, 1 shot ahead of the pack. Having this be his home course has its advantages.
Yeah, it's a huge advantage, you know, obviously to know the course and to know like the greens and sloping areas and all that. And, you know, course is great, and if you hit the ball in the right spots, it's nice to go out and have a good first day. Obviously, the job's not finished, you know, we'd like to come out and have a good second and third round, so just looking to still take it one shot at a time and continue the progress.
Gant is followed by the GHSA state champion Colton Lewis and drive, chip, and putt national finalist winner Kit Madison. Greenbrier's Addison Lukic will try to get to even in round 2. Furman softball has named Thompson native Mary Beth Dennison as their next head coach. Dennison comes from Georgia Southern. With the Eagles, she spent 4 years as a pitching coach. Under Dennison, Southern went from a combined 30 and 68 record in her first 2 seasons to back-to-back winning marks. Her 2025 pitching staff ranked 14th nationally. A huge pickup for that Furman pitching staff. Okay, PGA Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan will step down at the end of his contract in 2026. Responsibilities will now start to shift over to new CEO Brian Roloff. Roloff comes from the NFL, where he was the league's executive vice president, chief media, and business officer. The new CEO was at the Travelers Championship. After spending 90 minutes with players, it was time to convince the media room how he can make football apply to golf.
Sort of relentlessly focus on the game, getting the competition right, getting the highest level of competition is extremely important. That's something we obsessed about. I think second, finding the right partners. That's not only sponsors, but media partners who can help grow the game, distribute the game, reach as many fans as possible. That's something we'll look at. And I think third is a constant mindset of innovation. You have to change. And I think I said it in my fan letter, we're going to honor tradition, but we're not going to be unnecessarily bound by it. And where it makes sense to change, we're going to do that.
Okay, a few things on the horizon with that. Monahan took over as tour commissioner in 2017. Arthur Blank from the Falcons, Tiger Woods, Adam Scott, all helped in that new CEO search. And there they are, right there. Okay, the Martinez Evans Little League Sandlot All-Star team made history by capturing the Georgia State Championship, finishing their run at the Little League Southeastern Region Complex in Warner Robins. It was their first ever Sandlot League State Championship. Okay, maybe they go and watch the game after this, the movie. Anybody ever see that?
Maybe they do. I love the movie The Sandlot. Congratulations to them. They are so cute. Let's stick with baseball just for a moment. Tonight, the Green Jackets carried a no-hitter into the 8th inning to beat the Lynchburg Hill Cats 7-2. And up in Atlanta, the Braves walked off the Mets in the bottom of the 10th inning to take game 1 of the series. Emily.
All right. I always tell Alyssa, I'm like, never talk to me about sports. I don't do that. I can tell you about the weather. I don't know a whole lot about
the
sports.
weather and dogs.
Yeah, yep, you're right.
That's
You're right.
it.
But hey, it's going to be a hot next 7 days for us. But I'll have a final check on your forecast and tell you when we're expecting rain coming up.
Time and Temp, brought to you by your First Alert weather team.
Hi, I'm Deborah Alfarone. We are back with a look at Creighton Park as the ribbon was cut today to welcome this brand new playground. It is now ADA compliant with something for everyone to enjoy. The park was closed for months as that new playground was prepared, and I do think they even had to kind of backtrack and do some Hurricane Helene repairs. So a long wait there, but it looks like it was worth the wait. And of course, lots to do for young, as I see in this clip here. And you were there, yes?
Yeah, I was here whenever they first got the supplies in, so it was kind of all just on the ground getting ready to be put together. But man, it looks great. It looks like a lot of fun, a lot of unique things you don't typically see.
I know, very interesting. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Stay cool, and we will see you back here soon. Take care.